good, y'all? No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. Got a bunch of topics to talk about tonight. You understand? There's been a lot going on, man. Between Lizzo, Eminem versus Nick Cannon again, Juice Wrld. There's been a few things going on. Your man Trump out here wilding. Let's start with the Juice Wrld thing, man. R.I.P. to Juice Wrld, first of all. You feel me? I hate when people talk all that, yo, y'all wasn't fans, y'all ain't support him before. So what? It's always tragic when a young black man loses his life. You understand? Especially at an age like that, 21. That's crazy. You understand? We know that oftentimes in the hood, young black men lose their lives to violence and things of that nature. But we're in an age now where it's happening a lot based on drugs. And when the reports first came out, it was like, okay, his flight had just landed. He had a seizure, and there was blood coming out. You understand what I'm saying? Now, a lot of y'all are not in the medical field. A lot of y'all not in the medical field. A lot of y'all not familiar. My wife actually works with the mentally disabled. So a lot of things like seizures and medications and stuff like that, she deals with a lot of that stuff. So when she reads certain details like that, she knows where certain things come from. Now, people were mad at first because everybody was like, oh, y'all jumping to a conclusion. Why the first thing y'all say is drugs? Well, because this is an artist that was open about his drug use, that promotes it in his music. It's kind of like putting two and two together. It's kind of common sense. When you have an artist like that who's very young and they just happen to die, from seizures, stuff like that. Yes, certain people have conditions, but also when they promote drug use, it's easy to make that correlation. People are not wrong for assuming that he might have died from drugs. It's not wrong. Like it's common sense. It's right there in front of you. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't get the logic in people getting upset about that. Yeah, I know. Wait until the details emerge. Don't jump to conclusions. But some shit is like right there in front of you, man. You understand? So then we start getting reports that the seizure happened during a search. Somebody tipped the cops off at the Midway Airport that his jet was flying in and they had guns or whatever on the plane. So the cops was waiting for them and they searched the plane. Now, also comes out, he swallowed a whole bunch of pills to hide them shits from the police. Now, let me say this, man. And I talked to a lot of different people. Those pills were possibly the least of his worries. The reason I say that is because they also found 70 pounds of weed. They found, they said they found plastic bags that I guess obviously would have had pills in them, but the bags didn't have no names on them. And they found guns. Now, the guns that they found were registered to his mans. They wound up getting off with misdemeanors because the guns were registered. They were legal guns. It's just that regardless of if the gun is legal or not, I guess the particular airport doesn't allow guns to be in the airport. So, you get slapped with a misdemeanor for that. You understand? It's not a felony. You ain't overly violate. It's just that it's airport policy for that particular airport for there to not be guns in it. So you get smacked with a misdemeanor for that. Cool, no problem. The 70 pounds of weed, it's kind of a lot, but that along with the pills, I feel like that could have somehow been worked out. If we talking like who gonna cop the what, who gonna take what charge and stuff like that, that shit could have all got worked out to where all them niggas would have got off not scot-free, But they all would have got like little bullshit, probably like misdemeanors and community service and stuff like that. Like as long as they try to take it to trial and fight it, just somebody cop to something, say this is yours, and you know, stuff like that. I feel like somehow it would have worked out. You know, whatever charges they would have took, for one, they would have been non-violent. So, and then he's an artist. You know, he's actively making money doing music. So, you know, it's not like it would have cut off certain money, but after a while, once the whole process over, he would have been good. You feel me? But to know that the search was happening, and then he went and pretty much swallowed the pills to try to avoid, that was stupid. That was stupid as hell. That was a dumb decision. And somebody who's that young, I read a little bit of his background. He don't come off like he no street guy. So in a split second decision, when you have to make a split second decision, you don't process all the particulars and all of the other ways to get out of things. You just thinking about the first thing that might come to your mind. Like, he's just like, yo, I never been to jail before. I never been in trouble. I don't know how this whole search thing is going to go. We got guns. We got weed, the pills. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then he's like, okay, well, let me just hide the pills somewhere. You know? So, it's tragic. It's tragic because it's when you look at it, the nigga pretty much killed himself by mistake, bro. He killed himself by mistake if you like thinking about it. You know, I would have understood if it was like, yo, he was depressed, so he OD'd. Like, it still would be messed up, but it's still like, it's something that's understandable as far as like, okay, this is something that it happens. You understand? It's not good that it happens, but it's something that happens. You understand? But when you find out that it was over that, it's like it's a situation that could have been avoided. Man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. Like, I can't. That one. And I wasn't like a fan. He's not somebody that I listened to. I did like the Lucid Dreams record. I do know he got projects. I think he got a project with Future or somebody else that's big. But I know he was one of them niggas, man. I know he was one of them niggas that niggas respected, that was talented, making the lane for the new guys. You understand? And it's like, damn, like for a nigga to lose his life off a mistake, like something that could have been avoided, it's like, man, that shit is sad, man. That shit is sad. And this ain't one of them things where it's like a lesson learned. Like, it's something that was done off the heat of the moment. Like, that shit crazy, man. That shit crazy, you know. And people are gonna have their opinions about it. People gonna have their opinions about it because you got to look at it for what it is, man. That was a dumbass decision to make. You understand? Like, there's certain people that, you know, a person who done been in the streets and done been outside and know the laws and the rules and stuff like that would have handled that completely different. You know, so I just chalk it up to he wasn't familiar. He was frightened. He got scared. He didn't know, you know, what type of time they was going to be on when he got searched. So he just did the only thing that could come to mind, and it was that, man. You feel me? So, you know, regardless, it's sad. R.I.P. Juice WRLD. You understand? Never want to see a young black man go out like that, no matter what type of situation it is. You understand me? But, you know, condolences to everybody affected by it. You know, if you was a fan, post in the comments what your favorite song of his was. You know, I maybe get around to checking out his music at some point, you know, just to see, you know, what type of stuff he was doing. But, man, hopefully this be a lesson to niggas. Like, yo, leave them drugs alone, man. Leave them drugs alone, man. I could sit here and speak, you know, from a real standpoint. Like, I never did a drug in my life, man. Never. You understand? Like, it was always like I always was stressed like the harm that drugs can do. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I never did any type of pills, never even did no weed in my life. Like I stay away from all that shit. Like, yeah, I'm fat, but shit, I can lose the weight, man. Them drugs mess your body up, man. Like for real, for real. You understand what I'm saying? So, leave them drugs alone, man. Shit's not good for you. All that lean and all that other shit, leave that shit alone, man. Leave all of them drugs alone. You understand what I'm saying? Like, deal with your pain, man. Whatever you going through, deal with it. Like, that pain, like all the situations and bullshit and pain and agony and all other situations in life that I done been through, I had to sit there and bear it. Like, it wasn't no easy way out for me. It wasn't me, hey, maybe if I take this drug, then I don't got to deal with the trauma and the whatever come behind it. No, like, you really got to attack these situations head on. That's what builds better people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, adversity builds character. You have to actually go through some shit in life. You understand what I'm saying? And drugs is not gonna help you do that, man. Drugs is it's gonna help you feel good for the moment, but when you come back down to reality, them problems are still there. And them problems still gotta be addressed, man. So y'all young niggas, man, be careful, man. Stop resorting to drugs to get over your problems and be men and tackle them situations the way they're supposed to be tackled, man. You understand what I'm saying? But that's just my thoughts on that, man. No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. I'll holla at y'all soon, man. I'm out of here. Pow.